Welcome to the college. The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed.
Hey, an inn. Fancy some mead?
Well, Morgan was my great-great-great-grandmother, and her mother was also called Rigmor. But she died, and the college adopted Morgan, and when she came of age became the court mage to the Mead dynasty. How cool is that, Dragonborn? So, the heirlooms I had, when I first met you, Morgan made those from her mother's armor and weapons. But after the Emperor died, she came back to the college and disappeared. She took the heirlooms with her but left behind what we have now. What am I going to say to them? Okay, let's do this.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman.
I have a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim produced me years.
Just pass me Morgan's armor. Now pass me her sword. Yes, I do. Just give me the sword. You really want to know? I feel invincible. I am an unstoppable force. A born killer, widowmaker, a true Nord warrior, and my enemy's worst nightmare. And the scariest thing of all? It excites me. It invigorates me. It is all I have ever known, and I feel good. But once this is done, know this. It will be over. So don't you ever ask me about it again. Do you understand me? Just so you know, I'm not doing this for Cassius, or Ingol, or you. I'm doing this for my father. It's what he would have wanted. I at least owe him this much, considering the failure I've been so far. You never know. He might even forgive me.
It's her. She's here. It's Rigmor.
It's Bruma! Rigmor of Bruma! Rigmor! I served with your father, child. Talos wills it.
Yeah?
I served with your father. Rigmor. Rigmor. She's here. It's Rigmor. My sword is yours.
Yeah? Yes? Yes?
Huh?
She's here.
Need something?
My sword is yours, Rigmor.
Yeah? Yes?
Need something? Need something?
I...
Yeah? Yes? Yeah? Yes?
Back off, let her through. Back off, let the child through.
Yes?
Need something? Need something? Yes?
Yes?
Need something?
Aye.
Yes?
Yes?
Aye.
Yes?
Hmm?
What is it? By the gods, she truly is her father's daughter. Silence!
Yes?
Silence. Let the child speak.
You asked for me to come. Here I am! I know you all loved my father, and most of you here, sons and daughters of Talos, will have followed him and fought alongside him with loyalty and honor. You are here today because a new wind blows from the north, and on it rides a... Hey! Because from the north a new enemy is coming, waiting to strike at our homeland.
Need something?
New danger, never before seen, where no one is safe. A new order which comes not to take away our freedom. A new order comes not to occupy and enslave us, but to annihilate us. Our children, our people. To destroy us and burn our lands. To desecrate our shrines and take away everything we hold dear. Well, I say to you, let them come! We will fight them! We will throw them back into the sea! I say to you, let them come! Can you please take me home now?
Rigmor. I served with your father in Hammerfell.
So, what happened to your
Rigmor.
clothes?
I served with your father. I was at the Red Ring.
Aye.
Yes?
Yeah?
I... Yeah?
Yes?
By the gods.
I think we had better talk, Dragonborn.
Fear not.
You okay? Sethri arrived earlier. What an obnoxious elf. He took a bath in the lake and hasn't gotten dressed since. He has been annoying Angie, too. You might want to tell him to put some clothes on. I tried to tell him earlier, but he insists it's his farmhouse, and he thinks he can do whatever he likes. Yes, he's around somewhere. How has Rigmor been? That's good to know.
Dragonborn. Thank you, Dragonborn, for being here for me. Yes, I will. Good night, Dragonborn.
Watch what you're doing.
I'm not naked. I've got a pair of pants on.
You would do well to make yourself decent. There are ladies present.
Whoa there. We don't all have a huge mansion in Torval. It's the heat. The invasion fleet you're expecting, it's been spotted out to sea off the coast of Morrowind. Thought you'd want to know. They should be here any time soon.
Greetings. Our allies are ready to pounce. Once the invasion starts, countermeasures will be taken. The Dominion is waiting for the moment to strike on the Isle. Once the new order lands in Skyrim, Mead will feign troop movements north to expose the Southern Army and crush them on the border of Cyrodiil. Yes.
How does a man get some decent food around here? Talking about plans.
Well met, Dragonborn. Ingle and I thought it wise to discuss the coming invasion. Do you have any suggestions regarding the defense of Skyrim from the enemy forces?
We could try and throw them back into the sea, but we don't know when or where they'll land. We'll be outnumbered, so we have to choose our ground wisely.
The swamps around Hjalmark are not suited to Legion tactics. We will become bogged down. The mud will kill us.
They have only a few options open to them, too. What's the bet they'll avoid Solitude and Windhelm and go for broke?
Yes. If I were in Adriath's position, I would avoid a lengthy siege. He doesn't even know if the Southern Army group will advance in good time, if at all it defeats Titus's army. So a suppressing force on the Pale Border and one at Dragon Bridge will effectively cut off Solitude and Windhelm, while the main bulk of troops head straight for Whiterun. That's what I would do. As Ingall just said, go for broke.
Yeah, he has to get his army out of the swamp immediately, like a lightning strike within 24 hours of landing. If they take the city of Whiterun, the war in Skyrim is over. He would be free to take Solitude and Windhelm at will.
He'll protect his flank.
Setri, for heaven's sakes, put some clothes on.
With a small force. As you wish. I'll go get dressed.
Hey. Excellent. The walls will protect our right flank. He has no choice but to come for us. We can draw his main force into ground of our choosing and take the head off the serpent.
Hey. A classic textbook maneuver. Pin him down and outflank to the left. We can use the Whiterun garrison to boost my numbers.
Hey. There's two options open for him, through the mountain pass at Labyrinthian, or across the plains via Dragon Bridge. Either way, we will be waiting outside the city. With my encampment on the Pale Border and Ingall's camp outside Windhelm, he would need a protracted campaign to take that area, so he will avoid it.
Come, Cassius. We can discuss the logistics on the way back to our garrisons. We'll keep you informed of the situation, Guardian.
Tidings. Yes, but you mentioned Rigmor's memory has returned? We need to make one more connection. We need to find something that will link her to the past. Maybe something from her childhood? You have spoken to her at length. Has she confided in you? Something very personal she feels guilty about. That he trained her to be the son he never had? She told that to me. And with all that has gone on, maybe she doesn't feel worthy of her task set by her father. None of that was her fault. There was nothing she could have done to protect her father, or more importantly in this case, her mother. Only hate and revenge fueled her until recently. Now Sigun is safe, but what of her father's love? We must reconnect her with the past. She needs to rediscover her father's love. It must come from a source not connected with her life since he was murdered. Sometimes it can be an item. Do you know of anything? Maybe Sigun would know. Has she mentioned about Rigmor's childhood? Don't worry, she will be fine. Give her time. Go and speak to Sigun.
something the matter? Yes, the one she gave to the little dark elf girl. Why are you asking? It was just a piece of old dowling with a sackcloth dress and string hair. She called it Jenny. I hope one day this will all be over so I can take her home. Maybe we can live a normal life. Start over. I hope the doll helps.
Well met.
Dragonborn? Want me to come with you? Hey, I would love that. Okay. Dragonborn, wait. Over here. You know, it's such a beautiful day. I thought maybe we could walk. Don't be such an old moaner. Indulge me. Who said anything about a bridge? Come on, Dragonborn. Where's your sense of adventure? Come on, race you to the other side. You look like a drowned skeever. Okay. What are you talking about? She ran away. Oh, the gods. What happened? What did this cult want with her? Dragonborn, that's scary. But what's the connection with the wolves? Wow. That's amazing. What are you talking about? Oh, the god. What did this cult? Dragonborn, that's scary. Wow. That's amazing. Well, I'm guessing you slew them all. The vampires, I mean? Sorry, what? Come on, let's go. So beautiful here.
Okay. Sorella seems to be happy. Follows Angie around like a lost little puppy. I'm so pleased for her. Yeah. What? Dragonborn, stop it. I noticed you and Angie aren't talking. What? Come on, what have you done? Go on. By the gods, she loves that pony. So what happened? Littlefoot? I guess they don't call it the dead man's drink for nothing, right? I'm sorry. What happened next? Oh no. Was he... And? Then the crap hit the fan, right? And she hasn't spoken to you since, right? I noticed her crying lately. She tries to hide it. Maybe it's brought it all back, Dragonborn. Try talking to her. Maybe you're right. Okay. What's there not to be happy about? You saved her, right? Whatever. She's still hurting and misses Dad. Sometimes it can take many years for people to recover, you know? I miss him too. So she loses herself in chores and stuff, and keeps herself busy. No, never. That's one thing we don't talk about. Some people say there are things you don't need to talk about. You just know, right? You can tell by the look in someone's eyes. Maybe one day she'll move on. Maybe find someone. Why shouldn't I be? I want her to be happy.
No! No! Dragonborn! Oh, God! Don't you dare! Don't even go there.
Okay. I wonder what Rose is doing now. Fort Black. Really? I owe both of you my life. I hope one day to be able to pay her back in some way. Those bastards. They chased me all the way to the cliff and I'm like, uh-oh, this is becoming a habit. I just launched myself into that tree. I don't remember much after that. Did you ever see that scar I got from the fall? I almost tore myself in two. Must have got hung up on something on the branches on the way down. I'll have to show you one day. It goes all the way down to... Actually, maybe not. Okay. Oh my. It's huge. The province is split into two factions. The main appointed him emissary of Palatine, which is a client state of the Dominion. His estate is in Torval, which sits on the western edge of the Tenmar forest. It's quite humid there, but damp with the lush canopy. If you travel north, it gradually changes into a desert. But inside the walls of the embassy estate, you find huge gardens of imported plants, flowers, and trees. Some of which I've never seen before, not even in Valenwood. I was protected under diplomatic immunity. Even though a client state, the Dominion didn't want to mess around. They feared if the two factions united, then there would be trouble. Balren told me they couldn't afford another rebellion, not after Hammerfell. I could breathe there, but it took me some time to recover. I wasn't in very good shape when we arrived there. It was quite weird, because although it was quiet, I couldn't talk then. For some time, it felt like my head was exploding, like 1,000 people all talking and shouting in my head at the same time. But the noise began to fade, and I could hear again. Balrendar had a beautiful library room. A lot of the books I had read, but some of the poetry, the books on the proverbs, really helped me. Oh, and nothing was off the table. I just had to ask, and it was there. All the people who worked there couldn't be helpful enough. Don't get me wrong, I had to do things for myself, but Izzy, she was Balren's maid, took great care of me when I arrived. Dryzi Hassa. I couldn't move for weeks when I arrived there. She washed and cleaned me, anointed and fed me. I would wake up crying with the pain, and she would cry with me. Ever seen a Khajiit cry? Balren really liked her. And I mean liked her. She used to have him running around for her. I remember once I was in the gardens collecting flowers and wild roots. Balren comes running by and he's covered in water. I looked up and there was Izzy waving at me with the biggest grin on her face. I was like, "Hey Izzy, what's up?" And she's like, "That one." Wait. That one too hot. Purrs and sniffs. Izzy kur frisky Khajiit. Oh my. And do you know what? Balren never said anything. It was as if nothing happened. Oh, Dragonborn. I miss Izzy. Hey, one day, let's go there. When all this is over. What do you say?
It's so cold in the mountains. We could never have afforded to live in the Imperial City, Coral, or Cheydinhal. Leyawind was too far south. When I was a little girl, we kids would sneak out of the walls of the city and head south into the Great Forest. The trees were so huge, Dragonborn. In the mornings or towards the evening, the mist would rise from the ground. It had an amazing, mystical feel about it. At times we were sure we could see faces in the trees, and at any moment they would come to life. We would scare ourselves and just run and run. My dad, he would come look for us. He would blow a Nordic horn, and we knew it was time to go home. He would be waiting for me, with a smile on his face, and would start slowly jogging back to our house. I would try to race him, but no matter how fast I ran, I could never catch up. I would be so scared he would scold me, but he never did, ever. And then it all turned to crap. Come on, let's move on.
You know, I used to enjoy long walks as a kid. As soon as we got out of Bruma, away from the snow, we would take off our shoes just so we could feel the ground under our feet. We would never go too far down the valley, you know. We were like, what? But we would make dens and tree houses. And as soon as I saw Riften, you know, I fell in love with it right away. It reminds me of home so much. Not Bruma, but you know. The forest and stuff. A good long walk helps me focus. Blow out the cobwebs. I'm trying, Dragonborn. Believe me, I'm trying.
Dragonborn? You know you said back in Winterhold you needed to speak with Malsum about business. What did the old Altmer want? Did it concern me? Are you sure? Reese was being a bit weird, you know. Yeah, so did I. But you didn't answer my question. Why is everyone so concerned about me? Right. Come on. I could sing a yard of ale right now. That's quite a view, huh? How does it make you feel? You know, sitting here by the lake? Look at the water, Dragonborn. It's crystal clear, cold, inviting. The sound of the water lapping on the bank makes me feel liberated. The light reflecting on the surface is like music to me. All the answers to every question asked bounces in that light. Look too deep, you don't see anything. It's all dark. But for the light on the surface.
What do I see? Okay. Look out over the lake, then close your eyes. I see beautiful green fields of grass and golden fields of wheat, only made brighter by the sun. The faint scent of melons is in the air, along with crickets chirping and birds singing. A little girl is running through a wheat field, making deep tracks as her hands brush against its ears. She realizes they're prickly and she laughs, and a little dog runs alongside, barking with excitement. A farmer is shaking his fist, but she keeps running, laughing louder and louder. Life is a thrill. The sun is setting, and she doesn't really care about anything. She makes her way up the cold, icy stream with her little friend through the brambles and thick evergreen. It isn't even her dog. It just wanted to play, to jump into the icy pool and fetch the stick. The deep golden rays of the dying sun, its red fingers softly caress all it touches. As the little girl, once again feeling the cold of the snow under her bare feet, heads towards the huge shadow of a man that has come to meet her. His face cracked with the biggest of smiles, and she runs and jumps full pelt, her arms outstretched, into the dark, smothering the safety of his loving arms. No. You are amazing. Come on, let's go.
What is it?
Genuine Falmer blood elixir for sale. Live for thousands of years. See into other people's thoughts.
That would be cool. We never got a chance last time we were here. What is it you need?
Okay.
I hope that doesn't mean things are going to get worse around here.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry? See for yourself. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Hey, you. Yes, you, matey. Over here. Can't find what you're looking for? I'm your man.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
Hey. Name's Jimmy Tenfingers, at your service. You looking for a good bargain? I got just what you might need. A gold necklace. All legit. It's just, I need some gold quickly, like. Poor old auntie, she took a nasty fall, you see. I need to help her get her back on her feet. Oh well, if you can't find what you're looking for, give me a shout. I can guarantee to get you what you need, and pretty pronto. What is it you want, some skooma? Ah, kid's doll. So you're looking to make a doll for your daughter? Like I said, I'm your man. I'm guessing then it's for the girl you arrived with. Tell you what, tell me what you need, I'll get the stuff. But you take the necklace off me hands as well. I'll do you a good deal. Can't come all the way to Riften Market and leave empty-handed now. I'm sure your pretty little friend would appreciate it. Seeing as I'm feeling all charitable, it's yours for 100 gold. Hang about here, I'll be back in a jiffy.
What brings you to Balamant? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. If you need any more smithing work, come see me again.
I'm surprised, actually. I thought they had a stranglehold on the city. But in the last few years, it hasn't been that bad.
Perhaps they moved on to greener
Don't
pastures.
miss out.
Whatever
Purchase
the
a bottle of
recipe,
my
let's
genuine
grow
farmer
lives.
blood elixir. Only 20 septims.
Working at the Riften Fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket. I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
New around Riften? Take my advice. Stay at the Bee and Bar. The bunkhouse isn't for you. You looking for something or what?
Genuine Falmer blood elixir for sale. Live for thousands of years. See into
Divines
other
bless.
people's thoughts.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your
If
kind.
Riften is the best Skyrim has to offer,
It's so
I
good
may as
to
well
see
turn
you
back
again.
right now and just head for home.
Rare trinkets, finest oddities from Morrow.
Clean and free from rock joint.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge
Hey.
in moments, or grow back that missing
They
limb
don't
with
call me
my
10
genuine
fingers for
Falmer
nothing.
blood elixir.
Here you go. Can't hang about. Need to attend to my boat. Need anything else sometime? You know where to find me.
Gems, potions, exotic...
I run the meat and produce stand at the market. Come by and see if you want some of the freshest food you've ever eaten.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around. Welcome to trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Until next time. If you're looking for anything to sell for a fair price, I run the Pond Prawn over by...
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead?
You know, if I ever had to choose between Bruma or Riften, that would be a hard call.
The fairest prices and the
Don't
highest
miss out.
quality in
Purchase
Skyrim.
a bottle
What?
of my genuine Falmer blood elixir. Only 20 septums each.
Nah, I'm all good. Oh my days, Dragonborn. It's beautiful. Thank you. Dragonborn, we've been walking all day and
Oddities from Morrow.
my legs are tired.
Learn a library's worth
And-
of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb
Oh,
with my
har
genuine
har.
Falmer blood elixir.
Okay, let's go.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Genuine Falmer blood elixir.
Hey, where you headed? What's in it for me? Climb aboard.
Yeah, that was quite something, right? Sure.
Need something?
Hey. They've already taken Morthal. As far as we know, a battalion of enemy Bosmer auxiliaries are already heading for Dragon Bridge. And advance units are in the mountain pass heading straight for Whiterun. Cassius and I immediately moved our men to the designated ground outside Whiterun. Consider it done, friend.
Fear not. Lose? I'm afraid it's a little too late for that. You see, everyone is counting on you, Dragonborn. And I don't mean just Rigmor or Sigun, or even Angie and Sorella. Can you imagine the fate that awaits the people of Skyrim if you lose? Even if Mead does defeat the army in the south. How long will it take him to muster the force to dislodge Adriath from the strongholds, if at all he can? I'll wager he'll just fortify his northern border and try to be all diplomatic. He'll cut Skyrim loose. Let's face it, Skyrim's expendable. A mountainous, cold, desolate place filled with dissent and unrest. This barren land will become the beginnings of a new dominion, of an elven god king in waiting. No, losing is not an option. Only do or die, Dragonborn. Do or die. And on that light note, I think I'll hit the sack. Just go out there and do what you do. Ingol, Varon, and all those brave men and women out there believe in you. They would follow you into hell if you commanded it. They all know you went into oblivion and came out alive, that you kicked ass. Do you know what they're calling you out there? Guardian General. Don't underestimate yourself, my friend. Even if they have the numbers, it doesn't give them a victory, by a long chalk. It's all about the morale, terrain, weather, taking risks, and of course, a bit of luck. Seize the moment, Dragonborn. As it happens, if by perchance you do lose and your head finds a nice new home on the battlements of Whiterun, I have a nice little bolt hole in Morrowind where I'll be happy to take all my current residents I have living here, so don't you worry now. As you wish, Dragonborn, as you wish.
Yeah? Let me know if you want to practice some more. Next time we'll make it a little more challenging.
Dragonborn, it's okay. You don't have to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I let you down. Thank you. You have. What is it?
Jenny!